All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming. Okay, so we're going to start with some fun stuff first. So, well, first we'll start with dates to remember. Tomorrow's training class is Tools of Our Intranet, given by Arlene Gregory. That is a class you should go in person to in Fresh Meadows, because we've been having a lot of technology glitches going back and forth, and she does a lot of stuff on the screen. So it doesn't always translate. So going to Fresh Meadows is going to be the better option for tomorrow's class. 9:30.
Is it going to be any place else at any time?
You could come here, tomorrow's class, but quite honestly, I'll do it. If you want to know what she's going to go over, I can do it in person with you. It's all stuff well, my new agents, it's one of the first things I teach all of you is how to get into the intranet. So, but like everybody knows, we get confused. You're trying to put your Century 21 online login in instead of, or your email, and it gets confusing. So if you guys have any questions and you can't make the class, come see me and I'll show you how to get around on the internet. Wednesday's class is always a very popular class, so I would say get here early if you want to. It is held here. It is Michael Kenduk's short sale and foreclosure class. He really concentrates more on the REOs and the foreclosures, so if you have any questions about that, Wednesday's class is the one to come to. And save the date, we have our Casino Night fundraiser, which is the for the Heart of American Homes Foundation. Fortunately, Marie is not here. She is our rep. She's selling tickets. They're $50. It's March 25th at the Irish American Hall in Mineola, and your $50 gets you food, unlimited drinks, just basic drinks, no, Stoli, whatever, Grey Goose or whatever it is, no top shelf, it's all rack stuff, beer, wine, soda, and $250 in gambling chips. So it's a fun night, and all the proceeds go to the Heart of American Homes Foundation.
There's a lot of baskets too.
Yes, yeah, there's always a lot of baskets, so that's good. I want to welcome some new agents today, okay? We have Vagish John is joining us. Fabrice Andre. Donna Castillo Maxwell, and of course, Bruce walks in after I introduce almost all the new agents.
Yes, and brand new. I'm going to try my best and do everything I can to succeed.
Don't be offended if you see him bend over to me and go like, "Who is that again?"
Oh, you got my.
And of course, Agatha Calcaterra is our next one. I know you guys will all make them feel welcome and help them with any questions when I'm not around. All right. See our production, it's a little light, although this has been a really good week for closings. And I have to say, pending year over year, we definitely have put more into contracts January and February than we did last year. So that's a good sign. So we got to keep the momentum going, all right? Because what if pendings turn into closings? That's how it all happens. So how do you get pendings? Right now, listings, right? Listings lead to pendings, lead to closings. Pretty much if you list anything and it's priced even in the ballpark of where it should be, it's going to sell because there's no inventory. And I'll talk about, Tim can't make it today, but he had a message, which he didn't send me, so I guess I'll pass it along. But you saw all over the news today, interest rates are at all-time lows. So,
something like 3.24 or so.
Right.
That's the number I saw this morning.
Exactly, yeah, ridiculously low for a 30-year mortgage, so, okay. So we're going to start off with some fun stuff today. As you can see, everything's decorated for our Roll to the Next Level contest. Okay. Another new agent, sorry if you guys didn't meet Mariella yet, this is Mariella. I've been busy if you didn't notice, right? Okay, so we have our March sales contest. So you guys all got the sheets. I don't have one with me. There's one hanging up on the refrigerator. If you do activities that add up to at least 7 points in a week, it goes Friday to Thursday. You have to hand the sheet in to me, email it to me, drop it on my desk by 5 o'clock Thursday evening, okay? And then you'll be counted. So I got 6 people so far. Right now, Lily is in the lead. Yeah, oh no, I have you're in there too, you were there. Oh, you know what, my graph isn't including everybody. I added you, sorry. Here, these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. So, this is where they stand. Sorry, I have to fix the graph. Sorry, Donovan. So Lily's in the lead right now, but we have 7 out of 8 people are gonna roll. So, how we do this is, you like our decorations, right? Does it put you in the mood?
They should use them in Vegas.
Yes, okay, so, we're gonna go, Donovan, come on up first. We're gonna go in alphabetical order. How it works is, I'm gonna explain it.
Okay.
Now wait, because I am videotaping this, this is going on social media, sorry.
Oh, boy.
So take your big dice, hold on. You're gonna roll it down the aisle, Kelly, move your bags if you don't mind. Whatever it rolls on, you pick a prize out of the box in the back. That's what those boxes are for. You have to go by the number on the top of the box though. So 1 through 6. Pretty easy?
I stood here, so I sat here, so I
So what kind of prizes are in the box?
You'll find out when you open them.
Something
Hold on.
more marketing.
Hold on, hold
There's
on.
no cash in there.
Don't be so sure. I changed it up a little bit this year. All right, go Donovan. Wow.
4.
4, all right, go pick out a box number 4. Kelly's gonna be our Vanna White. By the way, you only get to take one thing out of there. There's the whole bunch, it's not the whole box.
A whole bunch of things in there?
Yes.
Oh, envelopes.
There you go. All right. Now, some of the boxes all have the same thing, and there's a couple of boxes where it's mixed up, so. 2 of the boxes are gonna be mystery boxes. All right, so you got Donovan, Josephine wasn't able to make it, Sandy and Connie. Who wants to come up? Sandy, I heard you're the one who's doing all the,
She'll use what I get, but she's not gonna roll for it.
All right, hold on. Number 1.
I was wrong.
I told you. Something to keep you caffeinated. All right, Lily. Lily, yeah? All right, hold on, I gotta get it. Sandy was too fast. All right, go. What'd you get?
What's he got?
4. All right, well, you know what's in 4. Okay, envelopes. Sorry, they're not more exciting. The grand prize is gonna be at the end.
You can send out a letter and get a listing.
There you go, exactly.
It's a valuable.
All right, Marisol is visiting Natalie, so Clara.
Clara, get number 1. $15. Starbucks.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Ooh, 6.
Mystery.
But 6 is a mystery box, so you get to pick.
Oh, okay. I can pick anything I want.
Anything you want, just one though.
This one?
Yep.
What is it?
There you go. She got thank you notes and pens. And Helene.
Let me go number 1.
You know, I drink coffee.
Huh? So there's coffee, I'll give you $15.
1,
4.
Oh,
Where's the high number today?
that happened last year too, where everybody kept getting the same number.
I love envelopes, because I do mass mailings. Thank you.
I don't know, that's a good question. All right, so congratulations to everybody, now that the rest of you have seen it. Hopefully you'll do some activities and you could get some free stuff also. But in addition to that, you're doing the activities you need to do to make money, right? To get listings, right, to sell houses. So, it's just a little incentive to make you do what you're supposed to be doing anyway. Congratulations to those who participated. And it's week 1, so it's really anybody's game. There's a grand prize at the end of the 4 weeks, okay? All right, so continue doing the good work. All right, so one other thing I'm gonna show you, I found out about this last night. So talking about listings, this could also be a good tool for going after for sale by owners or expireds. We all know we have AdWorks, right? Do you guys use that to your advantage when you're on listing presentations? Do you use it
Yes.
to go after for sale by owners or expireds though?
Yeah.
You should, because not everybody does it. We do it. So this is a little book.
How many real estates are doing AdWords? Do you have
I
any
really don't
idea?
know.
Do you have
I have
any
no
idea?
idea, but
It's
I've
not-
never run up against anybody else that has it. So it's usually, you know, if they have it, they're not mentioning it, or they don't know how to discuss it. All right, so you guys all have it at your disposal, and in addition to this little book, which I'm gonna open in a minute and show you,
I've never gotten any calls from AdWorks, from
you know what, it might be one of those subliminal ad kind of things that you don't know it comes from there. Because what happens is, listen to me, they don't know AdWorks. What happens is an ad pops up on MSN, MSNBC,
Right,
or NewYorkTimes.com or whatever. So what it does then is, if you got a lead from our website or another website that it brought them to, then that may be where they're coming from. So you don't know that it's necessarily
They click on it and it
AdWords
goes to
per se.
Realtor.com or something like that?
Right, it could be, it could be. So they could be bringing them to our own site, so,
But the sellers love it. They love getting those emails every day. They're
exactly,
They're
yeah.
very impressed with it, whether it's doing anything for real or not, we don't know. But the
It's another
sellers-
form of
The sellers
advertising,
get
right?
an email saying that 6,000 people
Right.
looked at your
Right,
house.
what is it, you get a guarantee of 7,000 in the first week, right? So that's huge. Can any other realtor, when you go on a listing presentation, has anybody, any other realtor guaranteed you that 7,000 people will see your property in the first week? That's powerful, okay? So what this is it's a quick little video that you could take this book and show it to when you're going after for sale by
Hi, I'm
owners.
Kelsey, your digital marketing specialist,
hear
and
that.
I'm here to talk to you about our online marketing strategy and how we plan to advertise and market your home. After listing your home with us, a custom digital advertisement will be created for your listing. This ad will be shown thousands of times to home buyers surrounding your property. Your home will be shown on Facebook and Instagram, as well as major websites like the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times, on both desktops and in mobile apps. It will specifically target people looking at listings online, using online mortgage calculators, and researching moving companies. If someone sees your listing on our website, they'll also be followed around with your home's ad. Just like Amazon might follow you around with that pair of shoes you were just looking at, we'll follow home buyers with your property, keeping your home in front of potential buyers wherever they go online. Finally, you'll receive a daily report showing how your home's ad is performing. You'll also receive a link to share on your social networks, letting your friends and family help spread the word about your listing. Feel confident that your home is in the best hands online and off, and list your home with us. We will truly work for you to get your home sold.
Right, so that's a powerful little video, I think. And it's just one of the tools that you have in your toolbox, right? So I have this book, you can borrow it to use, you can get your own, they're $50 a piece though, or I have a link that I can send to you, although yesterday when Mike sent it to me, I had to get permission to open it, I don't know if I have permission yet. So once I have permission, then I'll try to send it out to you guys. You had a question? No, okay.
So
All
where
right.
do you get the book from?
I think we have to order them from AdWorks. I didn't get that far with it. So we have the book, but you'll also have the link, so if you have a tablet, you could show it on your tablet. I just thought that this looked nice. It's totally branded. It's a little video. It's something different that not everybody else has. So
That's why the prices went up.
it could be, yeah. It could be. All right, so that's just another tool, one more way that we're trying to help you guys to get more listings, okay? All right, so have you guys all seen what's going on? What's happening March 21st? Anyone know?
OneKey.
24th, yes, thank you. Okay, so, OneKey, for anyone who doesn't know, is, what do you call it? Is MLS, LIBOR, Long Island Board of Realtors, is merging with the Hudson Gateway MLS. So what that means is you guys are now gonna have access to properties in Westchester, I think it's Putnam County, Greene County. Once I log into it, I'll show you what it looks like, I forget. If you go in to OneKeyMLSNY.com, and it's on this sheet that I gave you, big questions, there's a help center. start preparing yourself now. There's some webinars you could take, there's videos you can watch, because this isn't a Century 21 thing. I know you guys always gripe that we're changing technology and I have to learn something new. This is a LIBOR thing. So if you guys want to be able to use Stratus and look at Stratus, you need to know what's going on. This is how you're gonna, this is where you're gonna view everything now, okay? So there are some rules. The one thing is, you'll still be able to log on the way you log in now. You can go to lirealtor.com and it will bring you into OneKey. That's what the new MLS with the two of them combined is called, okay? There are gonna be some changes, and some big changes, okay? So, one of the big ones is paperwork, okay? Right now, you kind of roll the dice, some of you, I tell you, you should have your paperwork in dot loop and filled out, but not everybody's submitting them to review for me before you submit the listing on MLS. So now, with this OneKey, you need to upload your paperwork within 24 hours, by midnight the day after you enter it. So say you enter a listing today at 4 o'clock, it needs to be entered by midnight tomorrow. So there's no more 24, 48 hours. And it's not gonna be random auditing anymore. They may still do that, I don't know, but they have access to your paperwork. So what I'm thinking is, I don't know if Bruce backed me up on this, is being they have access to your paperwork, there may be some kind of automatic fine system in place where they're gonna look at your paperwork. If you're missing the listing date, boom, you get an automatic fine. If you don't have an expiration date in, boom, you get a fine. You don't have the selling broker commission, because you have to load your paperwork into the system, okay? So we'll figure out the logistics of it once this goes live. What I think is gonna happen, and we'll have to play around with it, is as long as you guys put your paperwork into dot loop and submit it to me so I can view it before you hit it, send it up, then what'll happen is when you guys put the listing in, Nina will load it to OneKey for you, okay? I think that's how it's gonna go. If you're not comfortable loading it yourself, then we will help you with that, all right? But we need to know about it.
So we're not loading the listings to Stratus MLS anymore?
You're still gonna go into Stratus MLS, you could still go to lirealtor.com, click on the Stratus button, it's gonna bring you into OneKey. So
Okay.
if you notice, when you go into Stratus, now it already says OneKey. This is lirealtor.com, when I click on the blue Stratus button, this is what comes up. So you're here, you click on Stratus, this is the window it brings you to. So you just log in, your usernames and passwords are not changing, all right? So that stays the same, but it's gonna bring you into the OneKey system. I don't know how it's gonna look once you get in there, but from what I've heard, you know, it's gonna use your same usernames and passwords, okay? Another change, this is a big change, is square footage, interior square footage. We don't really do that here in Nassau County now. That's gonna be a required field, all right? So it's a required field for Nassau, Queens, and parts of Suffolk where it's available, all right? Because there's some municipalities, Suffolk doesn't have a My Suffolk County, you know, website like Nassau does. So for Suffolk County, it's gonna be where it's available, okay? So in Queens, you can get it via Acris. For Queens, Brooklyn,
In Queens, which square footage is appropriate?
they didn't say, It says interior square footage, but I know sometimes there's a building square footage and an actual square footage in Queens. They did not list that, they didn't say that, so we'll.
Stratus shows you, square footage, it's usually just the main floor.
I don't know, yeah, so we're gonna have to find out.
No, Nassau County Public Records
Right.
shows you square footage.
What about, do we know if my property, my Nassau property does, or what about Geodata? Geodata is probably gonna be the best place
And
to
it's,
find it.
they don't use the word square footage, they call it GLA.
GLA, right,
Gross living.
GLA.
Gross living area.
right, yeah.
That's why it doesn't include the basement ever.
No attic.
I would say it's the same thing as when you're counting rooms, it doesn't count the basement, the attic,
It's accurate.
all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to load that, you need your interior square footage, also status changes are gonna change, okay? So you're not gonna have UC anymore, right now, when you see something goes into contract, it's a UC status, it's now gonna be pending. There's also no more PBA, it's gonna be pending, okay? there was something else. Oh, temporarily off the market. So you know MLS rules right now are if you can't show something for more than 3 days, but less than 9 days, you put it in a temporarily off the market status. They're gonna have a temporarily off the market status for anything that's off the market for 3 days or more. There's no cap to it. The key is temporarily off the market still shows in Stratus as an active status right now. In OneKey, it will not. It becomes inactive. All right, so make sure you.
Maureen, our listing on 238th Street can only show Saturday and Sunday. They don't show Monday to Friday, and that's
That's just a restriction on showing. It's not like, you know, the homeowner said no shows, you know, for a week or whatever. That's a restricted, as long as it's listed, then they know that. That's not a temporarily off the market status. That's a restriction on showings. It's, you know, for the homeowner who, you know, says, you know, or that tenant that, you know, the tenant who says, no, I don't want to show this week or whatever. And, you know, the agent calls and calls and calls day after day, and I get the same status. To avoid playing the games, you're not gonna have that.
Can we just go over the temporary again? Very clear.
Okay, so temporarily off the market right now for Stratus is if you can't show a property for between 3 and 9 days, you can put it temporarily off the market, yes. Anything longer than 9 or 10 days, you have to withdraw it, okay? With the new OneKey, you can put it in temporarily off the market status, but it will be an inactive status. It will not show up in people's prospect matches like it does now in Stratus. Right now, temporarily off the market, yes, still shows as an available status in Stratus. In OneKey, it will not. Okay, so you have to be very careful with that. Okay?
So if somebody doesn't want to show it for 3 weeks, you can.
Put it in temporarily off the market.
Like,
You can put it till the end of the listing if you want to.
Like I called the guy the other day, he's just listed a property, and he says, oh, you can't show it until next month, the owners are out of town.
Right,
So it
that should
off
be
the market.
temporary, that should be withdrawn, yeah. If it's till next month, that's longer than 10 days, that has to be withdrawn.
Even with this rule, even with
Yeah.
this rule, it
Yeah.
has to be withdrawn.
Right,
It's not 10 days.
right.
Well, wait a minute, with this rule, I assume it's just going to be marked inactive.
Yeah,
Yes,
with the new.
inactive, with the new
Right.
OneKey,
Yes.
if you put it temporarily off the market, it's coming out of the availability pool. So if Lily goes to search for something in Franklin Square and it's in a temporarily off the market status, it's not gonna show up in her search,
Yeah, okay.
okay?
So this is done starting.
Where it, right now it does, but you'll see TOM, yes, and a date.
So then we don't have to withdraw.
No, you don't have to withdraw it anymore, so that's a change for us. Some of these changes on the sheet I gave you don't pertain to Stratus because we already do the things. So it's a change for Hagar people or Matrix, whatever they use. So like for, there's now a property class for businesses, number 4 on this list, we have that already, so that's not a change for us, all right? The other thing is office exclusives may be entered into the MLS system only if they are available to be shown. So like, you know, it's a shame Josephine's not here, she listed an exclusive because a property, that Courthouse Road is an exclusive because the homeowner didn't want to show it for a month. Now you can't do that. And that's effective May 1st, by the way. Some of these changes, like the interior square footage and the office exclusive, is May 1st. Marietta.
So if I'm reading this correctly, you can
I
only
also see
enter
that
an
the
office.
Wait, Sandy Marietta was,
You can't, what we, a lot of brokers were doing, and I think we did too, when you have an office exclusive, you put it in, you switch it over to public when it closes to get market share.
Right.
yeah, you can't do that anymore.
You can't do that anymore.
Nope.
So
Nope,
if it's an
according to-
office exclusive, unless we convert it before.
Only if it can be shown.
If it
So
can be shown.
if you have an office exclusive, you need to be able to show it, all
That
right?
defeats the purpose of the whole thing anyway,
Right.
so you're not gonna get the.
But I think this is all going away, I think office exclusives are going away, I'm gonna rely on Helene, I haven't read on it yet, but I think as of May 1st, isn't there something clear cooperation that's going into effect? So stay tuned for that, there's something where it's gonna eliminate, office exclusives altogether.
They're also changing, they're also giving you coming soon.
Right,
There's a lot, the videos, you're getting emails, watch them.
Yeah,
They really
so-
are very good.
if you miss the emails, if you go into the OneKey MLS, right here, under resources, there's a help center. So you go to the help center, you have all these documents. I gave you the big changes the one here that says big changes, there's a frequently asked questions, so go through all of this. There's also a compliance checklist to make sure that when you're entering a listing, you're in compliance with the rules, all right? So listing input, we talked about that, it's gotta be, put in within 48 hours of the listing. I don't believe that's changing, the listing date, all right? Changes, showings, offer presentations, all right? So there's paperwork on all of this, all right? There's some instructional videos, like this one, how to handle offers, it's 2 minutes long. I mean, they're really not that long. And from what I understand, they're gonna continue to add videos.
Edit, change one was good.
Right, so these are upcoming videos, webinars, so if you haven't taken one of them, I went on the one on Wednesday, so there's another one today, which you're missing right now, and next Wednesday at 11. This is on the rules changes, so that's pretty much what I just gave you today, they're going over this, all right? But watch these videos, all right, and make yourself familiar with these forms. As I learn more about it, we'll share the data here, all right? But the most important thing to know is March 24th, you're gonna be brought into OneKey instead of Stratus, all right? So I don't know what it's gonna look like yet. Do they have anything showing what it's gonna look
Yeah, a
like?
little, I mean, and when you add a listing, it's much easier, you're just gonna be clicking on boxes to add what's in the home. And you can do a whole layout of each room. They give you a lot of information.
All right, so watch these videos, because it's not, it's not something that you could decide whether you're gonna use or not, it's something you have to use, so you gotta learn it, okay? And like I said, as I get more information, I will try to bring it to you. So do you guys have any questions on that? Okay, so some more fun news, all right? Everybody knows Wednesday we had our awards gala, so congratulations to you guys, we were a Gold Chariot Award winning office. What's our goal for this year? Anyone? Thank you. Gold medallion, 1.715. You guys should all have that number in your heads, okay? 1.715, okay? So I want to be better. To me, Golden Chariot's okay, but to me, it's a participation trophy.
How much is Golden Chariot?
Golden Chariot's anybody over $1 million. Every office got a Golden Chariot or above, all right? So it's nice. I like to get an award. I was really more proud of the Quality Service Pinnacle Award, because that, you guys, really go after whenever anybody who's new in here, when you do a deal, I'm gonna hound you for an email address, okay? And Century 21 sends out what's called a real satisfied survey. And your client or customer will review you, and as long as we get a certain number back with a certain percentage, we win a Quality Service Award as an office. But you guys can also win one as agents, which we're gonna get to now. For the agents that could not make it to our awards dinner, we have Elizette Ocampo is a Master's Ruby producer. There's only 20 people here, not 700.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Then we have Connie Milano, who was a Sapphire winner and a Quality Service Pinnacle winner. So not only did she sell a lot of houses, she did it well. Congratulations.
I know.
I know I shouldn't have hugged, I should do the fist pumping or elbow thing, right? And Miss Sandy Gerson, Sapphire winner and Quality Service Pinnacle. Congratulations. Sorry, I'm breaking the rules. We also had a couple other Gold Circle winners. Joe Record is playing baseball in Florida right now, so he couldn't get his award.
Nice watching baseball.
Wow. He says he's trying out for the Yankees every year. And Doreen Tom was a Gold Circle winner this year, so congrats to her. Congrats, Doreen, if you watch this. So hopefully next year there'll be even more of you getting these awards. Hopefully you'll be motivated and get your awards too. All right, that's all I had. You guys have
It
any?
still seems to be a glitch with the quality service surveys.
Yeah.
What, are they not going out
Not
or?
going out, no. Our last couple
Last couple of minutes.
last couple of deals, we usually we would get an email that would say it was sent out.
Mhm.
And we always tell people, expect it, please send it back, but we're missing a few.
Okay, all right, so let me know about those and then I can manually send them out. So you guys all have the ability to watch these surveys and to send them out yourselves, but come see me and I'll show you how to do it. Because the problem is you have to watch. It's not enough just to send them out and get them back. If you resend them and they go out multiple times, that counts against you. Because say you send out 3 to one agent, that's 3 different surveys that have to get filled.
Mistake, I mean, Vassatoro went out 12 times.
No, I know, that was a different story. That didn't go out that many times. It reminded them that many times. But it didn't actually go to them that many times. But what happens sometimes is if you guys come to me and say, all right, this never went out and I don't see it in the dashboard, I can manually send it. And then the system might automatically send one, because maybe we didn't have an email address in and then we put one in and it goes out automatically. Now you have 2 going out, so that extra one counts against you. So does that make sense? You need to get 8 returns, okay? Minimum 8 to qualify. And you need to have a certain percentage returns successfully and then with a certain percentage. So it's like a whole formula that you have to fill out. So if you have 10 and you get back 8, you're at 80%. You should be good. I think it's like 70, I think 60% have to be returned or whatever, and then so many of those have to be filled out. But if you accidentally have 12 and you only have 8 filled out, then your percentage drops, so you may not qualify. Does that make sense?
You can look at them by yourself, like.
Yeah, you guys can look online at
21
21 online, right, and then the Real Satisfied dashboard as well. But I'm here to help you whenever you need it, okay? Do you guys have any questions for me? Anything you want to talk about? New listings, open houses? No? All right,
I don't know if we spoke about new listings, no.
I didn't hear of anything.
I
No.
have I don't think we did the last week meeting. I have a house in Hicksville.
Oh, no, we didn't, yeah.
No, we didn't.
No, talk about, yeah.
Yeah, Hicksville, asking 579, it's a flip, it's redone. Asking for, it has second kitchen, so it's, I don't know, consider if somebody is buying by mother and daughter. If not, they're gonna remove the kitchen, so the kitchen is not listed.
Is it accessible?
It's,
How many bedrooms?
it has, I would say 4 bedrooms, but they separated something for office because they wanted to rent, but then they decided to sell. So if somebody wants 5 bedroom, they'll be 5 bedroom, but if not, 4. I have a rental in Rockville Center on the 2nd floor of the building, 3 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It's a mixed use building. Downstairs is a hair studio. Asking for 2,400. Yeah. And what else?
Anybody else? Sam?
We have our co-op in Woodhaven, Queens, if anybody has Queens buyers. It's a beautiful building. We just reduced the price to $174.9, and there's a courtesy key at a broker just a few blocks away on Woodhaven Boulevard. So if anybody does want to show it, talk to me. I'll set up an appointment. You can pick up the key right in Woodhaven, so you don't have to worry about seeing us. It's a 1 bedroom, 1 bath. It's small, but it's nice and clean. It's been really spruced up, and it's clean, and like I said, it's a beautiful building.
Where is it?
It's right near the Forest Park area.
Nice. Oh,
It's
wow.
on, it's 8315 98th Street.
Very
It's
nice.
right, it's a nice area.
Very, very nice.
Anybody else?
I have a 2-family I'm listing on Monday. 2-family in Canarsie. It's top floor is renovated, really nice. Ground floor is in pretty good condition. It's 3 bedrooms over 3 bedrooms. Big bedrooms, huge living room, dining room area, 2 full baths. The master bedroom has a bathroom with a shower in each apartment. 2-car garage, and behind the 2-car garage is like a little studio apartment. $859.
How much are the taxes? Sorry,
Maybe like 5,000 or something, I
5,000, that's a difference.
forget, somewhere in my,
That's the
Anybody have any questions on, we didn't really do a fair housing discussion this meeting. Did anybody have any issues they ran into this past week that they wanted to discuss? No?
Yeah,
We don't wanna talk.
well.
Well, yeah, I heard about yours, yeah, but that's a different story. All right, well, go sell some houses. Get your points for next week.
Okay. We had a nice seminar.